We up and popping on the Facebook. We looking good. We looking good. Get a couple people. I don't wait too long. I like to get one or two people on and then rock and roll. It's a 7 o'clock appointment, so a lot of us, we used to. So what? I'm gonna be late. I don't like that. No, I don't like that. I don't like that we I don't like that we disregard the timing of our people. Like you have to respect everybody's time because we are entrepreneurs. We are pushing forward. We are doing things at a certain pace that allows us to have the freedom of time. It does not mean we want our time disrespected. So I like to get it in seven. Man, we on at seven, about 7:02, 7:03. We rocking and rolling. So we got a few people on. That's all I ask for. The first 3 or 4 people come on, it's time to rock and roll because they got things to do.
Absolutely. Yeah, my football game started at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. And look, you was like, hey, how long we gonna be on that thing? I'm like, listen, I'm very prompt. Now
Absolutely.
I was on here
I
with my
appreciate it.
mentor. I was on here with my mentor Thursday, Asim Sharp, and our conversation went a little longer than 8 o'clock. But if it our conversations go a long time, like
Yeah.
literally, I get on the phone with him, and my fiance be like, "Look, you know, what I'm saying I'll see you in a couple hours." Like I
Yeah.
get on the phone with him, he go, and our relationship has went from him mentoring me and different things, and then I offer some things because just like this software, how we were talking, it's things that I end up incorporating in my business that he like, dang, bro, how you put that together? So I try to add value where I can add value because he's not charging me to teach me things and coach me and mentor me and tell me which books to read and what to do with my business. He actually sends me scripts and say, just copy the scripts, man. Just copy the
Yep.
script and just copy the script and put in your information. He do stuff like that for me. Like he
Yep.
sent me his whole business credit outline, like literally the whole business credit outline to where I don't have to guess about anything. I literally put the clients in there and I can walk you through every step of business credit. And being that it's new to me and I actually went through the process myself recently of building my own business credit. I have a couple companies that's new companies that I added to the outline, but it's just a beautiful thing when you connect with people that's on the same wavelength as you. We have to connect at a higher frequency, and we was just talking about that before we went live. As
Yep.
entrepreneurs, we have people that's straggling and trying to get in the mix just to be in the mix, and then you have people that come along. You just said that you paid for coaching and you made every dollar of it back because you followed through.
Yep.
A lot of people don't want
Consistency.
to pay for coaching because they don't really plan on following through. So they look at it as throwing $10,000 away or 15,000, whatever the coaching 5,000, and they look at it as well, what am I going to get from this? Or or you count in the next person's pocket. Why am I paying you $10,000? Or what
Mm-hmm.
are you doing that I can't do? And you get that type of attitude, and then you still struggling 3 years later.
Yep.
you know
Yep.
what I'm
You're in
saying?
that same spot.
You're in the
Kicking
same spot.
yourself. You kicking
So
yourself. Like I shoulda, woulda, coulda.
yep. So before we even get into that, let's just talk about this is a freestyle, but let's talk about because I want to carry over our conversation before we went live. Let's talk about the benefits that you receive from actually hiring a coach.
Oh wow. Yeah. I can tell you branding and marketing was my biggest hiccup. Like I can do taxes in my sleep, but how can I convey to other people that I can do taxes in my sleep was my only situation that I thought was holding me back. So I definitely reached out. Um, I have a graphic designer who is absolutely awesome. It came along with the package. Graphic designing, marketing and advertising. So a lot of people don't know that marketing and advertising is different. A lot of people don't realize that, but it is. It's totally different. So I have coaching calls. We do 3 calls a month. I get homework, I get projects to work on, and I got to report back. She holds me absolutely accountable for everything. And I have like unlimited access to her. I can inbox, call her. If I decided to fly out to wherever she is, I'm more than welcome to. But it made a big difference in my business. It took me from making 70,000 to making 170,000.
And that's what's up. See the whole thing, and that's how you look at an investment. And but the price tag is what separates people. So the fact that somebody put that type of price tag out there, you feel like you have to do what they
Yep.
say. And like, look,
Yep.
I'm trusting you in my with my business. I'm giving you this money so you can teach me something. And I just paid this money. I have to
Yes.
listen. So
Yes.
I've actually tried to just, give guys the game and the kits that I'm selling now, the business credit kits and the credit repair kits. These are kits that a lot of the information that she probably gave you and did,
Yeah.
and listen, the information is priceless.
Yeah.
And no matter what, people are going to get this information and say, well, I only paid $30 for it. Well, I don't, it's different when you spend
And I've
your,
done that. I've done that. I've
yeah,
done that. Honestly, I've went ahead and paid $49.99 for a little mini series or a little small course or something, and I'm like, all right, I'll do this tomorrow or I'll work on this next week, and I never get around to doing it, and then it'll pop back up, and I'm
yeah,
like, dang, I paid $50 6 months ago
I
for this
did
thing.
that. I did that with a life coaching course. I actually did this course and I paid for this course. And when I say I've never opened this course up, it was a $50 course. I never opened this course up and it just popped back up like they sent me some kind of email. And I'm like, dang, no, I forgot all about that course.
Yeah.
So I know how it is. So, but that's what high ticket coaching is. High ticket
Yes.
coaching. And I made a post a couple, like about a week ago about me developing my high ticket program. And like I said, I looked at your coach and I'm like, she got it together. Because me being a coach, I've actually looked at different programs and how people run in different programs. And I like looked at hers. I said, that's how you present an offer.
Hmm.
That's what, her presenting her offer like that is what makes you say, okay, this may be worth the money.
Right.
You do not want to invest in people that's saying I have an offer and they don't have anything to actually send you to say this is what I do.
Right. Right.
You see what I'm saying? I loved it. I looked at it and I loved it. See, other people like hating on each other. I ain't into hating. I was
I
like
done
that as
done
an artist.
I done done the
Yeah.
hating. I done looked at other people. I told you I'm a page stalker. I done looked at people pages and be like, hmm, you want me to pay what
What?
for that?
So that's
Nah.
what's up. So when you understood when I made the post and said I'm working on a high ticket
Yeah.
offer,
Yeah.
I don't want I'm giving y'all a low ticket offer with the credit repair books and the business credit ebook. And it's actually courses in there. It's like a video course or two in each one or whatever. But I'm giving y'all a low ticket offer as I work on my high ticket offer. Cause when I
Right.
offer it, I do not want to talk to you about the price. I want you to look at that price tag and it's going to be high ticket over 2,500. It may be 35, 45, whatever, but it's going to be over 2,500. And I'm going to make sure it's value in it. Like you say, accountability calls and
It
it's
also
courses in there.
it to be honest with you, it cuts down on the looky loos and the BSers. To be
Definitely.
honest with you, if you putting out 2,500, 3,500, 4,500, 10,000, you're going to work harder than you would if you got that $50 course.
It,
And it's going to
yeah,
cut the BSs. Ain't nobody kicking on no $10,000 and you won't hear from them for a month.
exactly. And
Believe me, if I'm investing 10,000, I'm gonna call you that same day to make sure my
and
money. Hey, did you get that money, girl?
exactly. And that's what I
When
want you
my
to do as
call
a coach.
is,
I want you to do that as a coach. If you're paying me $10,000 and I say we got a phone call or a Zoom at 4 o'clock, you're going to be ready at four
yeah,
o'clock because you just invested $10,000. So
absolutely,
those are the type of people that I want to deal with. I don't want to deal with people I actually had a client that I dealt with and I don't know if he misunderstood something, but I had basically over delivered on what I had promised him. And he was like, can you do something about the website or whatever? I'm like, look, I'll do the website. I'm gonna need a couple more dollars. Like I can get the website done. But oh man, I said, listen, man, I've actually gave you more value than I said at the beginning. Cause I've actually sat on the phone with you and walked through this. I've actually walked through things that I told you was gonna have to do. Like two,
mm-hmm.
3 hour walkthroughs where I'm look, man, this and that. Why they? So I just want to make sure that I present the value that I'm actually that I can deliver on. So when it's 2,500, I want to make sure I give you something that I
Yep.
can deliver on. And that's all I'm working on in the next 6 months is actually putting this together. So when I say here you go, I don't have to, talk you into spending that 2,500. I want
Yep.
to, and the more you can do as a client, the better it is for me. So I want you to call. I want you to do all of this. Even people who deal with me now, my credit repair clients, I've just did a deal for 250 for 3 months, and they can call me all times of the day. I take all them calls. I listen to your personal problems. So when I get in, and that's the reason I want to get into the high ticket, because if I'm taking these phone calls all day, I can't do it for $75 a month. I
Right.
want you to get in here for this year and actually work. I want to, like the graphic designer, I got all of that type of stuff on deck. I can get you commercials done. I can get different things. And I want to make sure that and if you are paying $5,000 to $10,000 for something, you can afford a commercial. I don't
Mm-hmm.
want you giving me your last 1,500 and you can't implement any of the things that I'm telling you to implement.
Yep. That's
You see what
another
I'm saying?
thing. That's another
So we
thing
we
too.
definitely going into a high ticket area. We are high performance coaches, and it's time to do it. And as I explained before, I've been at the bottom of the barrel with everything. I know how to get out of the slumps. I
Yep.
know how to get you out the slumps. And so
Yep.
the beginning of the course, I got the course mapped out already. And the beginning of the course is mental, because as
Yep. That's
entrepreneurs, we
exactly
have to
what she
deal with
did.
the mental first. So the beginning of the course is all mental. Let's deal with the procrastinating. Let's
Yep.
deal with the I'm gonna do it
Yep.
tomorrows. Let's
Yep.
deal with the and then after we deal with the mental, let's deal with the people around you. So the
Yep.
second part, I got it mapped out. Let's deal with the people around you. Who are you spending your time with?
Yep.
So my course is not just this what you do ABCD. Like, no, my course is like actually walking you through how to become successful, because it's mental first, and then you have to watch what you're taking in and who you taking it in with.
Yep.
So being that you are paid for
That is
coaching, and
absolutely true. And
that's what
that's
we got to
exactly what
do.
we did. We broke
Exactly.
down.
Let's
We
break it
was
down.
on the phone crying.
That's what it takes.
Absolutely.
So that's what
Broke
I'm
down
working on to
everything.
actually, yeah, like we have to do more than just say, like I said, I've seen coaches say, this and that, and they teaching you how to lie on these applications and get these loans and all this stuff. Like, I don't want to be that coach. I want you to actually be successful. I'm not about to tell you to go lie and falsify information and have the feds come knocking at your door. You
Yeah.
know, now that's a segue. Let's get into the taxes, because we don't want you to
Yeah.
do that with the taxes.
Not at all. No.
So you
Because
sent
I
me
will act
over
like I don't know you. Believe me. Not at
and you
all.
sent me over the list. I was so glad that you don't even know I'm big on integrity and accountability. And I love the fact that you sent me over the list. And the list has so much information because, once again, you get rid of the stragglers.
Yes.
You get
Yep.
rid of the stragglers. So I looked at the list. I said, this is what I'm talking about.
That's why I don't, to be honest with you, I don't do quotes. I don't do quotes. What am I quote you? My price is my price. Either you accept my price or you don't. I don't do quotes. A lot of people like, hey, can you take my information and do a quote? Not at all. Because I have real paying clients. So me doing a quote and then you saying, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna go to TurboTax and see if they can match what you that's a waste of my time.
It's a
I
waste of
just
time. We we
yeah.
we we are like we are like-minded. I only met you a month or so ago, but we like-minded, and it was other like-minded and people in the meetings and different things. But I connected with you. I liked how you was talking, and a lot of people, are, I do taxes. You know what I'm saying? And I do taxes, and I don't like the fact that you just do taxes, and I don't like the fact that I'm referring people to you, and because I refer people to people within the
Right.
last, year and a half I've been doing this, and it's like, they, oh man, they not answering, or they not doing this,
Yep.
and I actually was using a CPA, like
They
that's
do
what
the
he do.
same thing. I be telling
He
people
got a
that.
nice office, he got everything, and and he's a good guy, he a brother, and I try to keep it, amongst our people. I try to, but I literally was like, man, I don't know, but it's been working out. Everything been working out. But you want to make sure that the people that you are referring people to are ready to handle business.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And when I seen
Yep.
that list, I said, yeah, she on business. She
Yeah,
on business.
I'm gonna dot every I cross every T because they ain't knocking at my door. I
Exactly.
don't want them. I don't want them coming to my office and tear my office up. The
Exactly.
IRS is just like the feds.
No, they no play. They audited me, and I've dealt with both. I've dealt with the feds and I, and they definitely just alike. So they
Yep.
audited me in 19. So I didn't get none of the stimulus money, none of that because they had me on the do not pay list. So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know until what was it last year about this time one of the little grants opened up, and I filed for it, and they like, they finally explained to me like you on a do not pay list. So they was like, you've been denied. If you got any questions, call. I call like, why are y'all denying me? I got a small business. I've had this small business for over 10 years. I went through the whole, the whole thing, and they like, bless you, and they like,
Thank you.
and they pretty much told me like, you on a do not pay list. So I'm like, I called the people who I need to call, and they was like, well, you were on the do not pay list, but now you aren't. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, well, the only thing changed was y'all had audited me, and I signed off on the audit at the beginning of the summer. And they told me that's pretty much what did it. So once
Mm-hmm.
them people audit you, they didn't give me none of the government money, none of like nothing.
Yeah,
They didn't do,
I
they didn't
tell
give me
people
my
that.
taxes for 20. They didn't do
Yep.
when them people tell you that they want to talk to you, they want to
Mm-hmm.
talk to you. And all I had to do was sign off. I just signed off, and it came from a different tax guy I was dealing with. He, basically, how you got three companies. He got a bunch of, you got multiple locations. He got
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of locations. So, and he's not technically doing taxes anymore. He literally has his people that's doing the taxes. And
Yep.
somebody tried some slick stuff, and they got me audited. They like added a kid on mine or something. They did
Mm-hmm.
something and got me audited, and I was gonna fight it, but I'm like, man, I don't even want to deal with these people. So I took the zero for that year, signed off on it, and said, look, man, they say you don't owe us and we don't owe you, sign this paper. And that's what I did. And my taxes came for that year. I got what they was giving everybody, the stimulus money. I hadn't
Yeah.
got any of that. Like the stimulus money was almost done. Like, but they
Yeah.
ended up giving it to me because they didn't give it to me. So it's just taxes are important, and I want you to properly introduce yourself and how long you've been doing this and tell them about your company.
Well, my name is Marie Bentley. I am the owner of Unlimited Texas and More Michigan. I been doing Texas for roughly about 13 years off and on. Um I it's really important. Like to properly file your taxes is really important. A lot of people, like individuals, don't think it's important. They think, oh, I can file whenever I want to. Business owners got the same mentality that, oh, I got 3 years to file my taxes. But if it's any grants, if it's any loans, if it's any federal money, you cannot apply unless you file your taxes. You
Definitely,
won't even qualify.
definitely.
It's important to file your taxes properly. I suggest you filing your taxes with a professional. I don't knock TurboTax or any of those free tax softwares if you have a super simple plug and play. I don't have nothing but one W-2. I don't have no kids. It's just me. I don't own anything. I don't have a side hustle enough. I just go to work every day and come home. If you have something like that, then yes, you can go ahead and file your taxes on TurboTax. But even with that, I still say you should find a professional. Um, and you should definitely vet your professional. Everybody say they do taxes, don't do taxes. Like there's a I do taxes, there's a registered tax professional, there's a tax specialist. Like I have a specialty. I specialize in small business and self-employed tax returns. That is what I do. That's not all I do, but that's my specialty. And it's because once I became a business owner, I noticed that the tax laws and the tax codes are written for small business owners. It's written for us. Like the codes, the deductions, it's no way in the world it's 480 tax deductions for a small business owner.
Yeah.
So a lot of people that say they do taxes only know the bare minimum. They only know how to put a Schedule C, which is a profit and loss on your tax return, and say that you paid $80,000 in wages. Like that's ridiculous.
Or marketing. You got people
Or
that say, I'm gonna say you spent 50,000 in marketing.
yeah, like that's ridiculous. Yet only for the government to say, okay, I'm gonna
Send us
need
some
them
receipts
receipts. I'm gonna run me them
all day.
receipts.
all day. It's a lot of that.
Or they go on your social media. They go through your social media. You paid $50,000 for 4 flyers. That's all we seen on there.
That's all we
You
seen on it.
reposting the same 4 flyers, or you
Yep.
made a video on Canva. Like, are you serious? Yeah,
Yep. Even what we was just talking about is a write-off. The coaches and the different things
yeah,
we was just talking
yes,
about, that's a
yep.
write-off.
I tell
That's a
people
write
all the time,
Yeah.
anytime you invest in your business or invest in yourself, like branding, like marketing yourself, you are um qualified for a tax deduction. I tell people that it's a lot of tax changes this tax year. I definitely be trying to tell people like, y'all need to get your taxes together, because they not gonna look like they did last year. Them 20,000s and 30,000s y'all was getting, and 10,000, it's not gonna look like that.
Yeah.
I tell my clients all the time, don't come to me expecting a come up. Don't do it. I'm gonna get you exactly what you're supposed to get. I get the max.
Yeah.
I I'm a little long winded when it comes to certain tax returns, and it's only because those tax returns have the biggest the IRS scrutinize those returns more often than the other ones. So I want to go over them with a fine tooth comb to make sure that if it's anything that they gonna see, I'm gonna see it first. And that's why we offer audit protection as well. With every tax return we do, we offer audit protection.
Okay. And that's important. Like I said, I got audited. Listen, I I copped out.
Yeah.
I copped out. I may have had some coming, but I copped out. And my particular preparer at the time did not offer me audit protection. And that's important, y'all, because you can get audited and it's like probably a 1% chance, maybe, or even lower, but you can get audited and you will need to prepare for your worst case scenario. So um being cheap is not the way. Being
Mm-hmm.
cheap and just doing anything. And like you say, you have people that's just doing taxes and not really doing taxes. You
Right.
just doing taxes. So um you have a lot of people that's basically taking these classes, they $100 classes, $200 classes, and they don't want to look no further than that. And you go through the same thing even with the credit repair. Like I took a class, it cost me $1,000 and different stuff, but I actually bought books and did more research and
Mm-hmm.
did research and research, and you learn and you learn. And then my business, the guy that helped me, who was on here, Seem, he actually gave me a play that was a $3,000 play to a business credit course, and I took the course and I did everything. And I talked to him about different things if I had questions. But you had to do due diligence no matter what professional service you're offering. It
Yep.
does not have to. You don't have to go to school. I'm in school. I got a business degree. I'm in school getting another degree. You don't need a formal education, but you need to be educated on what you're selling people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. I've taken courses. I've taken several courses, but I invest in myself. The IRS send me emails talking about, hey, we got a webinar. It's 150. It's 5 hours. I'm on it. I'm on it.
and
We have associations, the National Association of Tax Professionals. I'm a member. I've been a member. I'm on every new tax updates. I'm on all the new adjustments and deductions. And I'm just also refreshing. Refresher courses is the biggest thing in any industry. You want a nurse or a doctor that's been a doctor for 35 years who don't refresh every single year to
mhm.
work on you? No, because the old stuff don't work. It's old. It's not working no more.
That's the reason they got new stuff.
Right.
It
Yep.
ain't like the iPhone. You just getting a new camera. You
Yeah.
get when stuff like that come out in tax laws and different things, and you got people that don't even really understand the tax laws and can't explain anything to you.
Right.
You in trouble, especially for a small business. I know people that literally jump on any type of scam that come their way, like anything that come their way. They, "Well, okay, I'm gonna file for this. I'm gonna file for that,"
Mm-hmm.
and you believe anything that these people tell you. And one of the guys actually had reached out to me, and they was like, "We need $5,000 to do such and such. They got these new things out or whatever. And I end up bumping into somebody that said they'd do it for 150 or 200. So you have to understand that everything that glitter ain't gold, and a lot of the things that people are offering you can find somewhere else like at a better price or better quality. So stay away from the scammers. Come to somebody that's an expert at what they do. Stay away from the people that's just downloaded a tax app, some stuff you could have did yourself, and they gonna run you through the system, sit there in front of you for 5 minutes and put your name and social and throw numbers in there and keep their fingers crossed. And then you got people that watch their return, like literally sit there and watch their return. And if you can't tell them you getting as much as they got last year, then they want to move on. Like, hold on, no, she got me 8,000. Yeah, but she put you at risk, and anything can happen at this point. So, um, and my big brother is a financial advisor. My big brother is like a licensed financial advisor for one of the biggest financial advising companies. And he actually went through that with a tax person. A tax person did his taxes one year, and they had literally like gave him a little bit of something, and he ended up dealing with somebody that was a little more used to the people in his industry, and they ended up blessing him. Like they ended up finding all of the deductions, and they ended up finding money that was legitimately his money. And he explained that to me. He said, man, all tax people not created equal. And once he explained that to me, he like, man, the lady who did it and got him the most money back, she didn't necessarily she didn't necessarily um do anything illegal, or she didn't do anything to um put him at risk, but she knew where the deductions were, and she made sure she added all these deductions for him. So you need somebody who understands small business taxes, and somebody that can get you the legal deductions, not a bunch of BS. So that's why Marie is on here. I wanted to make sure that she was able to introduce herself. I will be sending my clients that sign up for my programs and different things to Marie, and I wanted her to introduce herself because I am dealing with all business. We dealing with all business. So what are some of the things that people will need, to come do taxes with you? What's some of the things that you require? Your volume off. You gotta give you came back on. You probably gotta give the mic access again, maybe. Let me see. Yeah, it's definitely the mic. Let's come back on, try it again. Excuse me, y'all. We just we getting a little stream together, y'all. It's definitely good information. So y'all, we not gonna hang up. We gonna get this done. We gonna be on here about another 20 minutes. But I want to ask her a few questions before we get off. Mainly I want y'all to understand that, doing taxes is not a paint by numbers type of thing. Every business has its own deductions, and you want to make sure that your tax professional is maximizing the deductions that's available to you. So after talking to Marie a few times and actually, hearing her out, and I like the way she handled her business. Other than that, I would not refer people to her. So we definitely trying to turn up for 2023. We want everything to be professional. We want everything to be legit. Marie having a few technical issues. She's at her office, as y'all can see. So the Wi-Fi been acting a little crazy. So we gonna, get her back on in a minute. But if y'all on the live chat, shoot me some chats. If not, I can talk all day. So we gonna what we gonna do is keep talking about these taxes, and then we gonna talk about some more about the actual programming. And me and Marie talked about it, how she paid for a coach, and it was over $10,000. And people, I've been like scouring the internet for these different coaching programs as I'm building mine. And the coaching program that I'm putting together is legit, like legit coaching program. I'm not selling it today. I am going to do boot camps and webinars for free before I even offer the coaching program. And I'm gonna offer it initially at a discount price to get some people in, so y'all can actually so the people could tell people that what the program consists of. So we working on full entrepreneurship, mentally, the physical, to everything, y'all. Like I want to make sure that everything is together. I don't want y'all to think, oh, dog just be working out because he been like, nah, we gonna really get it in, and we want to make sure that you understand that as an entrepreneur, you have to do certain things, get your sleep, be healthy, feel a certain way, be comfortable in your image, be positive. So we working on the full spectrum of being an entrepreneur, and that's going to include things like this, like taxes, and it's going to include marketing. It's going to include, uh, just the full spectrum of being an entrepreneur. We are not going to. I've done it. I've seen these programs, and they basically sell you a bunch of blah 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 blah, and there's no accountability. So we gonna make sure that the people in the program with me, we fully accountable. We doing what we need to do. We are like literally handling that business. So I want to make sure that everybody that's dealing with me is handling that business. And then we creating a full network. So the people that know me, that's watching me, that's locked in with me, they can lock in with Marie and people that I'm bringing on. And I've brung uh, Veronica and different people on already, but going into the rest of this year, I'm gonna bring some more people on, and it's gonna be I got a mortgage banker that I'm bringing on. I might bring a real estate agent on. Different people that I'm bringing on. I want y'all to connect with them. So if y'all see me tagging people, that's my stamp, man. That's somebody that you can connect with. So I don't want to stay here and blabber for the rest of the night. We had Marie on. She having some technical difficulties. And it's Sunday night, y'all. It's football. I do this at 7 o'clock because I'm busy as hell. I do this at 7 o'clock on Sundays because I'm busy as hell. I have 5 classes in college. I have a lot of stuff going on. I got 4 kids. One of my kids was bitten by my dog this week. Like I was in the hospital all Friday night. I had a funeral Saturday morning. Like literally, I'm busy as hell. So I know that Sunday at 7 p.m. I can carve out this time because I'm getting ready for my Monday mornings. So y'all might see me on here yawning. I've been grinding. You know what I mean? I've been doing schoolwork all day. Sometimes I hit the studio and up and do a little bit of that. I'm just telling you, I am busy. So I want to thank everybody that tuned in. We'll definitely get Marie back on here and we'll go back over some things. The technical difficulties is not allowing her to come back on, so we're not gonna hold this up. I thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. Hopefully, y'all got something from the conversation. Thank y'all, and I'm out.